Lesson 4, here we go, original rock and roll. Rock and roll essentially started in the 1950s. One of the songs we're going to be playing here is Rock Around the Clock. Now, Bill Haley and the Comets did that in 1954, but it was actually written in 1952. So why in Guitar 2 go all the way back to such old music? What year are you watching this now? Maybe 21, 22? I mean, we're going back years and years and years, a very, very long time ago. Why learn this stuff? Because it's the basis. It's the basic stuff. It's the basis. It's the foundation of all of rock and roll, of all of music. Really, current music was so based on this. When this stuff came out in the early 50s, mid 50s, late 50s, everyone just went bonkers. This was some of the coolest music of all times. All the kids, if you're a kid, for you, this would be like, you know, Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift, or I don't even know what year you're watching this in, so who knows what's really hot right now, but it's like one of those just the hottest bands of all time. And you got to remember, it wasn't really a lot of television. There was maybe 1 or 2 channels. There was only maybe 1 major radio station near you, and there was no internet, kids. Whoa, that's crazy. What did you do with yourself? You learned how to play guitar. Yeah, just like you're doing now. Anyway, Rock Around the Clock. We got Lucille and Johnny B. Good. Lucille by Little Richard. Little Richard was one of these guys, architects of rock and roll. He got on this piano and he was so wild and out of control, and he switched this beat from going dun to ta to dun to ta to dun to ta to dun dun ta dun 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 ta dun 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 ta, and all of a sudden we had the rhythm changing just slightly, and it made it a little more forceful, and it got this thing called the backbeat. Ta ta ta. So many of these songs, you're going to hear this backbeat on 2 and 4. The backbeat, the snare drum, ta, ta. Maybe you've been to a concert before. Maybe you've seen a concert on YouTube or something like this, and you see everybody clapping. Everyone is clapping on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you feel that you see those people that they don't know how to count. They're like 1, 5, I don't know. But basically everyone's counting on 2 and 4. That is the backbeat. That is where the snare drum is on the drum set. That's where all this rock and roll really starts. It starts just kicking on the 2nd and 4th beats. Cool. Okay. Then we have Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry, another architect of rock and roll, really took that guitar and made it kind of a little fuzzy, a little dirty, and he played all just this great music. But they were all generally based on the blues. You have to know your blues lessons for this. If you do not remember the blues, you definitely need to go back. If you are new and just kind of join this course, I will send you the blues lessons. You have to know that. You have to know that. You have to know that. You have to feel good about that. What do I mean by that? We're taking the 12-bar blues. All these songs are going to be basically, don't hold me to it, 12-bar blues structures. Sometimes we're going to go outside that box a little bit, but basically 12-bar blues structures. You need to understand that. So if I tell you that we are in the key of C, you automatically know that the song is a C and an F and a G, right? Right? So what if I say the key of G, a G, D, and an A? Can you just get that off the top of your head? I hope so. If not, pause and wait a little bit. Or just start playing these songs, and maybe some of these songs will help get that into your brain. We're also going to do some Elvis Presley. Now, Elvis Presley came out, and he was a white guy, but people thought he was black. I mean, this is back in the time when there was extreme racism and segregation, and black people were over here, and white people were over here, and they never were to mix, okay? The fact that somebody like Little Richard, he was black. Whoa, what a big deal. It's no big deal to us now, but back then, that was still a really, really rough time all over the world, especially in America. Have things changed? Anyways, so we're going to be doing some Elvis Presley. Now, when Elvis Presley came out, he would dance so much, and you were basically only allowed, if you were on television or on stage, you just had to be still and play your songs. But Elvis, from the waist down, his little legs were just moving and jiggling and stuff, and everyone just loved it. But it was like, oh my gosh, this guy's dancing. You can't do that. Things have changed quite a bit, right? A lot of bit. And some things haven't, sadly enough. Anyway, what we're doing in here, classic rock. Gotta know your blues. Let's go play some good old rock and roll music. Once again, that is the foundation. If you like Rolling Stones and you like Led Zeppelin and you like Creedence Clearwater and you like all just that classic rock came from really classic rock and roll. All those guys and girls just loved this early music. It just drove everybody bananas. So you and I in Guitar 2, what we're going to do here, we're just going to go back and study Chapter 1 of rock and roll music. I'll see you on the first song. Let's go play some Elvis, okay? See you there. Bye.